Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Thursday Marriage Reset Facebook Live. I'm very happy to be here with you today. And I want to look at, explore, unwrap the whole area of post-COVID relationships. What is your relationship going to look like? What is the level of intimacy going to be? We can start with a baseline and just understand that being locked down, being locked in, being quarantined, whatever word we want to use to talk about our experience of being at home, of living in uncertainty, living in some fear, let's tell the truth about that, had to be stressful on your relationship. Has to be stressful on your relationship. So let's just start there as a baseline, that your relationships have really been stressed. And your unique relationship has been stressed in its very unique way. And I want you to start to think about that. What are some of the ways, if your relationship was a piece of metal, where was it stretched or strained or stressed? You know how they talk about metal fatigue and metal stress. So we know that stress is real. So what are some of the places, what are some of the experiences that you had? Where are you noticing in your relationship? If you want to start with yourself and your body, your own mindfulness, where you are in your awareness of things, that's fine. But I also then, not but, and then I want you to really look at your relationship and where you're noticing the stresses or the strains. And I want you to think about these particular words. Disappointment, disappointment, disillusionment. And the reason that I am bringing this up, disappointment and disillusionment, is we don't often think about being disappointed in our relationship. We don't think about being disappointed by the relationship. Being disillusioned. Think about being disillusioned very much. Very, very important ways to start to sort, to unwrap, to experience, to puzzle out what happened and where is it happening. Being disappointed, being disillusioned are feeling words. So when we talk about disconnection, then it's a cognitive word. When we talk about disappointment, disillusionment, it's a feeling word. So I want you to really start to look at what happened in terms of feeling vocabulary. I don't want any of you to be a casualty of COVID-19. There were so many losses that everybody has experienced. So many losses that I don't want you to also experience a loss, a big loss in your relationship. A big loss between you, a loss of intimacy, a loss of friendship, a loss of companionship, a loss of enjoying each other. So let's start by assessing your level of disappointment and disillusionment. That would be first. And then when we think about disconnection, discord, think about closeness. So we don't want to think about what's wrong. I'm inviting you to really think about what you want, how you want it to be better. And closeness is a really lovely place to be with your partner, to be close, to be cozy, to be in what I love to call honey energy. Think of a continuum. Okay, so the continuum, and then 0 is in the center. And out to, for me, and when I imagine it, out to the left is alienation. And to the right is intimacy. And this is really our continuum of experience, of internal experience with our partners. So take a minute, close your eyes, take a deep breath. Where are you on the continuum? Where are you on the continuum from intimacy to alienation? And I want you to know that it's possible to get closer and closer and closer and closer to intimacy. It's not too late. Nothing terrible has happened, really. It might feel like it, and it might feel hopeless and like you've gone past the point of no return. But that's true for airplanes if they don't have enough gas. It's not true for people's hearts. It's not true for the way that we can repair, for the capacity and the capability inside ourselves that we have to repair our hearts, to repair our spirits. So let's focus on closeness and getting closer and closer and closer, closer and closer and closer to that intimacy. A lot of times when we talk about intimacy, people think about sex. Okay, you want to, in a perfect world, in a relationship, you want sex and intimacy to go hand in hand. But they are not bound together. They are very separate experiences. The intimacy that I'm really talking about is the enjoyment of the closeness. Enjoying your partner being close, enjoying being in their presence, enjoying sharing things. So this give and take when we talk to each other, having fun, leisure time, even if you're still home, even if you're not even going out for walks. So I want over the next couple of days until next Tuesday, so that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, which is a holiday in the US, and Tuesday, the next 4 or 5 days, to give a lot of consideration to closeness. And what does closeness mean to you? What are you going to do? What is possible for you to do to move closer and closer? And that's behavior, that's things that you do and things that you say. And all of that is within your control. All of that is in your control. You can stay stuck, you can stay hurt, you can stay believing things that are inaccurate about your partner or about yourself, about your relationship, or you can jump into action today. And that's my request. Today, jump into action and start thinking about planning. What can you say? What can you do? How can you show up in a way that says, I'm here, I'm back, let's reset, whatever the words are. You matter to me, I care. I want us to be close. I want us to be cozy again. And this is the time to start thinking about that. The other thing I wanted to caution you about is this idea of being in love. I'm hearing that a lot. I love him, I love her. I'm not sure I'm in love anymore. Forget that nonsense. I mean, really, just forget about it. Please, please don't try to use those words and figure out in your head what is going on in your heart. Use the continuum. Look at the continuum in view of closeness, from intimacy to alienation. It's the only way I want you to look at your relationship for a while. So, I mean, if I can wave the magic wand of please do this, that would be my hope for you, is that you can look at your relationship only in terms of the continuum from intimacy to alienation, see where you are, and decide what are the things that you can do and say beginning today that will move you along that continuum. You can't move your partner. You cannot change your partner. You can change yourself, and you can add that warm, positive, cozy, yummy energy to your relationship. And dollars to donuts, you know that old phrase, dollars to donuts, your partner will notice, will be positively affected, impacted, influenced, and will join you in moving along the continuum. So I wish you well on this journey back to closeness and intimacy. I'm here to be your guide in any way that I can help. If you're watching the replay, let me know where you found yourself on the continuum and what one thing you're going to do today. Remember, it's a behavior, it's an action, or it's a word that you are going to do. You're going to take the bull by the horns, step into action. And one way that you're going to demonstrate, not to your partner, demonstrate to yourself, express how you really feel about being close and wanting to be closer. Okay, thanks very much. That's it for me today. I look forward to being with you next week. Have a lovely weekend and a lovely holiday weekend if you are in the U.S. Stay well, be brave, find your courage to say what's in your heart, to take that step, and to know what you know deep in the place where you know it. I am here to partner with you in any way that I can help. Until next time, take good care. Bye-bye.